Now, Prof, it seems that the number of registered voters for this election is the largest that Nigeria has ever seen. But a lot of them are not going to collect their voters' cards, which means that they may still not be able to vote. And some who have gone have not been able to collect. Some have not gone at all. What do you think is responsible for the large number who have registered for these elections and who are actually picking up their voters' cards?
Yes, before I answer your question, let me address the issue you just raised that whom should we vote for? What should we look at?
Okay.
You look at the records of whosoever is running for any office. See what they've done in the past. See what they are doing now. And two, look for the character of the individuals. Is it genuine? Then also you should ask
How do you know if the person is genuine?
Oh, we live together for some years, and we know what you have done. We know what you promised our church. You know what you promised our mosque. We even know what you promised our community, but it has not been effected. You can know that. Then realize that these politicians are just kind of putting on this leopard skin, which they can never change. So look at that one, look at the records, and see what is going on before you actually choose elect one. Then let's go to the question of the voters, the PVC. Well, let me just say that I have not collected mine because I've been there twice and it's not available. Now we know the apathy of Nigerians not doing things at a time when it's due. They rush at it at the 11th hour to go and do that.
Last minute.
Yeah, the last minute they always do that. Then let's look at the INEC itself, who's registered about 70 million people and have released maybe 2/3 of that, and Nigerians could not even go there to collect them, and they've been there. I hold some prominent people that have not collected their own. They've been there several times and not been able to do it. And let us look at INEC itself. When 70 million people registered, and they have not printed or maybe over 1 million, which means you are disenfranchising those 1 million people not to vote. You see, there's different ball game. If they made everything available, which means that, okay, everybody now decide on your own, either you're going to have it or not. But if they are not able to print everything, if they have 70 million, they should print the 70 million, not half of it, not all of it. So we have this type of thing that is actually, making them to say that whether they're going to postpone the election or not. Well, that is another topic, which I feel that in the real sense, postponing the election may not be the solution. Postpone to 7 years, there were these lapses over there. But now the people, the agency, the commissioners are actually doing it. Are they ready? If they say they are ready, hey, so be it. Let's go for it. But if you have not printed all the PVCs for people, then you are now saying that, well, this will not vote. Now, even in 2011, we have about maybe 2/3 that voted, and maybe 30-something% did not vote for it, which means that this time around, they should prepare for that. And if it's not available, then it's not ready to do it. But can we keep on postponing? Let's postpone anything here, we'll come back again, the same thing will happen. So INEC should be the key to determine what the election day should be. But to me, in my own sense, they should not even postpone it at all. They should go ahead and do it.
Pastor Aaron, the PVC distribution, what was it like up north?
I said?
PVC distribution, how has it been going on?
I
Because
have gone to INEC office 3 times to collect my PVC. It's not available. The last time I went, they say all our PVC in our particular area is burnt.
Pastor, why did you have to go to INEC office? Nobody is collecting from INEC office.
And when they came to our unit, our polling unit, that time I wasn't in. I was away for about a week. So, but they are only there for 2 days, and in each of those days, they spent just 2 hours, packed their things, and left. Then when I came back, they said we should go to the local government offices, INEC offices attached to the local government to collect. I went there 3 times.
In which state is this?
Sokoto State. I went there 3 times. The last time I went there, the man told me that, didn't I hear that our PVCs were burnt for that particular area? I said, burnt? He said, yes. And they have even made announcement for us to come and re-register. I said, I never heard of that announcement. So,
Pastor, the PVCs were burnt or there was a fire?
I don't know. I'm just telling you verbatim what they told me.
Okay.
That they were burnt. So over a week ago, I called one of the INEC officials. I said, do you know that I can mobilize some of my friends from this community, and then we go to court, because we came, we registered, we have a temporary voter's card, and now you are telling us that our PVC are burnt. Say no, you don't have to go that far. That we have realized that your names are already on the system, so we have ordered that it should be reprinted. That by Tuesday next week, we should come and collect it.
Okay, so it's not been an easy exercise
it has
for
not
you.
Been.
Okay,
And you can see that so many people will leave their businesses and go there, spend time. By the time you are a serious businessman, you go there 2-3 times.
you
say,
give up.
Why should I even be wasting my time and my business?
Okay. Now, Terence, what in your experience have young people been turning up to collect their permanent voters cards?
In fact, the spike in voter registration can be traceable to young people. If you look at the demographics of the people who have registered, I just told you that over the last 16 years, you've seen people turning into the voting age, that means becoming 18, over the last 16 years at a rate of 2 million a year. So as at this time, you are seeing 32 million brand new people. Discount that to 25 million, if you will. And when you look at the total number of registered voters, it seems that it accounts for almost 40-45% of the voting demographic. So young people are there. However, the challenge here, when you have a system that statistically negates its outcome, then it becomes a tinderbox for volatility down the line. I'll give you an example. If you're saying that 30% of the people that you have 70 million or roughly 70 million people registered and 48 million so far have been distributed or collected, you are saying that about 20 million people have not had their voters' PVCs given to them. So they are not eligible to vote, since PVC is the only way to vote. What you're saying is that 30%, a figure that statistically is significant to the extent that the difference between the last election in 2011, the difference between the person that came first and the person that came second is under 10 million votes. Now you are saying 18 million votes are not going to be there at all. That has already voided that election, even before you conduct it. It's an admission of the fact that that election is not going to be credible. No, we see credibility is not the absence of skirmishes here and there. That's not what credibility will be pinged on. Credibility will also extend how many people were qualified to vote that did not vote in the context that they were precluded from voting. It's a totally different paradigm if somebody refused to vote or if somebody refused to collect his card. Totally different paradigm. But when you say it's not being printed, when you say it's not being given out, when you say that it's not available or it's burnt, when you say such excuses by the umpire, it's like saying you are going to start a football match and you are saying that 3 players on this team should not play. Then let us start the match. What are you saying? To the youth, last line, to the youth, the bottom line is whether it's postponed or not postponed is not the issue. What is the issue? At the heart of the issue is do not set grounds for credible doubt in the outcome of your results. Once you set that foundation, you have negated the election willy-nilly.
Okay, they have registered.
Yes.
Are they going to vote? Do you know?
There is a lot of passion. There is a reason. In fact, when you try to prevent somebody from doing something, the typical profile of the Nigerian youth now is that he would dare you.
Yes.
So when you want to push him to the wall, that is actually when he wants to vote. So in essence, the way this has gone up has actually ramped up their preparedness to vote and their preparedness to have their voice heard. So at this point, it's fair to presume that with all the background of what has been trumped up in this whole exercise, the youths are primed to dare the consequences and vote.
Do you have your PVC?
I have not been able to collect it.
Oscar, do you have your PVC?
I'm the only one here that has PVC. My own was not burnt.
I went there 3 times, man. 3 times.
Well, from what you have said, it's not for want of trying.
I can put a call now to an INEC officer that I say, look, what is it? He said, police exercise patient is coming this way.
Okay.